All right, students, I mentioned in lecture that there's a little demo that we usually like to do in lecture that illustrates the difference between power and energy, and that demo involves chugging beverages. And it's a shame that we don't get to do this for you live in lecture or in lab, so we decided to film it instead. So we have our 3 different beverages. They're actually all of the same volume. Courtney and I each have these bubblers that are 12 ounces. Audrey has a LaCroix that's also 12 ounces. So what I want you to imagine is, imagine that each of these is like a battery, right? That you would like plug in to run an appliance or something. So if these are each a battery, they have a set amount of volume. Think of that as like a set amount of energy. And so the power would correspond to the flow rate of the liquid coming out of the can. So if you were to be sipping this very daintily, maybe with a little thin coffee straw, you can imagine that you are drawing very low amount of power, and that energy is flowing quite slowly, quite at a little bit of rate. If you wanted to, you could pop the top and chug it. You can imagine the flow rate then increases quite a bit. You're consuming energy at a faster rate, and you're gonna drain the can, you're gonna drain the battery a little faster. Third option is you could punch a hole in the bottom, shotgun it. Now the flow rate's like max flow, max energy consumption. And so what we're gonna do is a little test run here. We're gonna have Audrey and Courtney start. Audrey will be sipping, Courtney's gonna be chugging, and ultimately what we're gonna try and do is see if Courtney can chug and finish her beverage and then hand off to me, and I will try and shotgun this one before Audrey even finishes sipping the can. And again, while we're doing this, I want you to imagine these all have a finite of the same amount of energy in them, and we're all just kind of using different power flow rates to consume the energy. In the end, we're all gonna consume the same amount of energy. It's just gonna take us a different amount of time to do that because of the different power rates, the different flow rates, all right? So with that being said,
here we go.
Audrey's gonna pass to me.
Crack them open. You ready? Yep. Right.
Crack them. We got Audrey the sipper.
Strawberry.
We got Courtney the chugger.
3, 2, 1.
Go. Go Courtney. Go Courtney. Go Courtney. You can imagine like Audrey's the LED. She's you know, being very power conscious, low flow rate, not drawing a whole lot of power.
So bubbly.
Consuming energy at a very low rate. Meanwhile, Courtney might be like the CFL. She's kind of like mid-range flow rate, mid-range power. Oh, and there you go. The chugger.
I'm not giving up.
The chugger finishes first.
I'm a third of the way done.
Sipper's still going. So now we're gonna go, this is like the incandescent light bulb, right? Like max flow rate, max power.
Power's starting already.
It's already going.
Forceful.
All right. Wait, where's the top?
Oh man.
How we doing, Audrey?
Halfway.
So there you have it. Flow rate, power, low flow rate, very low amount of power, drawing the energy out of the battery, so to speak, very slowly. Now Audrey can continue standing here and sipping.
And I will.
And she will. Eventually she'll end up consuming the same amount of energy that Courtney and I consumed. It's just that she's doing it a whole lot slower.
And she's gonna end up with much less of a stomach ache.
Much less of a stomach ache and much less of the battery on her. Yeah. So there you go, students. Power and energy. Think of it like flow rates out of a beverage. There you go.